Long day lay me low.
Yo, what's going on? I got this sugar-free watermelon flavor. Scrumptious. I like it. So good. Welcome everybody. Very determined to get these amazing books in your hands. These amazing indie comics at you, and with you. So, without further ado, co-host Angela Curry. What's going on, Angela? That's the wrong button. We're gonna show that later, but we'll do this. We'll introduce Angela instead.
Oopsie! Did you reveal too much?
No, not really. Nah. No one
Anyway,
cares. No one cares. No one's watching anyway.
what's going on? It's a
Not
good
much.
true. Good true.
Good true. Very good true. Good true. And you know what else is good true?
Not aspartame.
Aspartame is good true.
No.
But what is good true is our amazingly talented, skilled, and charismatic guest of honor, Late.
He is now, he's working with that Adam Lawson guy, and I think he's kind of got the that whole,
Oh, you think he's gone big time?
Things to all people now, and so he's just like, I'll be there.
It's big time now. Him, Adam Lawson, Ink Spots, Jimmy Reyes, Luke, all big time. Dan Plagle, they're all big time. They don't need to worry about us, little people. Big time. But he's on it. He's in transit right now. Drive safely, Phil. He will be here to discuss his project. In the meantime, I see the chat moving up. You're highlighting comments before everybody else's. So way to go.
He made it was relevant to the moment.
Way to play favoritism.
I love everyone the same. I try.
I doubt it. Who do we have?
Well, John was first. Hello.
Hello.
He's coming from Germany, so Wiedersehen. Cranberry Langers. And this is here. I hung out with Henry Bemis last weekend. It was a lot of fun. He's a cool guy.
Nice. He is a cool guy in the chat.
He is. And then this guy is here.
He's the Beams.
Jolly
Green.
He's here.
First in our hearts.
And yeah, always.
Yeah.
Shot. And then the president was shot today at where we won't talk about it, but just because it was.
No, wait, I didn't hear about it. What?
Trump was there was another assassination attempt. So
really? Wow. That's wild.
Maybe that's
we live in very interesting times, Angela.
Okay. Late. Maybe there's something about Phil we don't know about. Maybe he is actually
Phil?
Are
you trying to now? Okay, here's my stance.
Cool glasses.
Don't care. What?
He wears cool glasses.
I guess so. I don't care where you stand politically. A human life is a human life. So yeah, that's hopefully Trump.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Not only that, hopefully everyone's okay, because last time somebody actually died. So
I know, that's just pretty incredible.
Awesome one. What's going on?
The best Concord player ever. I don't know what that means. Yes, I know I said goodbye to you, but it was just the first German phrase that came to my mind. So that's why I said it. So I'm sorry. I know you're here.
Guten Tag, Angela.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag. Yeah.
It wasn't very good.
Apart German, I tried to take a little German in high school. I know none of it. So I know Guten Tag. Some might come to mind. Like, sprechen Sie Deutsch.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I mean, Danke Shane. I mean, come on.
Danke Shane, obviously. But sprechen Sie Deutsch. That's probably about it. So that's my bad German for today.
It was worthwhile.
So, in the meantime of Phil being late, we can talk about that.
You're being German and talking about it.
No, that.
Hey, look at that! Oh, I can't.
Frog G. the Cerberus key. Everybody sign up for it, please.
Can you call it Froggy Deuce?
You can call it whatever you want. Just don't call him late for dinner.
Didn't. Oh. Hello, Shelby. Hello, Noah.
Shelby's
Noah.
killing it. Noah, what's going on? Shelby's been killing it lately with his new coloring technique that he's doing there. I'm really digging it.
Saw that, and I actually reposted it. So
yeah, he did a Hellboy and he did a Spawn.
really
very
amazing.
dope, very Joe Jusko-ish. I'm really digging it. Nice job, Shelby.
Yeah.
I don't compliment him often. He already, his ego is so big, his legs bleed. So I try to keep it at a bare minimum. But
yeah,
we're talking about this right now, not Shelby.
Yeah.
So Frog G, the Cerberus key, everybody sign up for it, please. It's free. When you back, you will get a foil trading card. With this, Frog continues his adventure. If you read the first one, he's continuing his quest to regain his humanity. He's got a he goes on a journey into the abyss to slay the Cerberus and get the key. So check it out, sign up, see what happens. Also, like I said, you get a foil card. Now with this, Ink Spots and I, these are difficult times, so we're not doing a discounted on the sign up. You still get the foil card, like I said. If you back when you do it, you'll get a secret link. But there's the board no matter what. So like we're gonna reduce the cost of what it was on the last campaign because times are tough. So I'm not saying it's gonna be like $5 for the whole thing, but we're gonna reduce the cost of it, so hopefully be a little bit more affordable. You can get your books and it'll be nice. And 48-page, fully colored, epic fantasy fairy tale, Angela. It's gonna be fantastic. This is the cover. You can check it out on my Twitter, the full image on my Twitter or Inkspots' Twitter. He killed it. This is phenomenal. Like this was I went a little more Sam Keithy with this one, so I'm gonna try to put that style more into the panels and pages, and get a little more out there. So they take longer to do.
I like the shine on the wrench. That's really fun.
Oh, he did a great job. Yeah, like
really
I said, if you go to our Twitters, you can see the full image. So yeah, this one, the last cover for Froggy's Magic, I had drawn the frog, and that was initially going to be like a screensaver or something. Ink colored it. It just turned out so good. We made it the cover because I really didn't draw as much. This one I drew a lot more on the cover, so I was a little happier with what my contribution was for this. So it's a dope one. Obviously, the cover will be available for sale on the campaign. So yeah, but it's another. He meets more monsters and more. I hear things, Angela.
Yeah. So just real quick, I'm getting it seems like you're roboting. I don't know if it's just me or everyone else. Is anyone else seeing that?
Am I roboting on everybody else's end? It's not roboting on mine.
If it's me, then it's me, and then I'll just ignore you. I mean, I would
like always,
you.
As usuals.
As usual. So I don't play Warhammer. I don't know what's going on. In regards to they're talking about X-Ray Girl painting figures, and Shelby said my name, and then he's talking about New Mexico. I don't know why. I'm just being funny. I think it's never mind. But regarding this book, you mentioned in another stream that it might have another character. Is that true, or is it continuing with the frog, or what?
Have other characters, but Frog is the main character.
Okay. Jolly Green is saying slight robot intermittent. Cutting out like he's
it could be me. I don't know. There are more people surfing our internet, although we're supposed to have the the alien technology that they blessed upon us. So
supposedly oh, go on.
No, go ahead.
Supposedly Phil is getting a Gambit tattoo, so we should invite on Shelby. And he could talk about Shelby's book or Phil's book. I just think that's funny.
Shelby might know Phil's book better than Phil knows Phil's book. He is always on the hard line with them. He doesn't come around here no more, but he's always on the hard line. So, and we don't need Shelby anymore. We don't need him anymore. Who needs Shelby when Phil Diaz?
F Shelby.
F Shelby.
Oh wait, Shelby's in the chat. No.
Yes, Phil.
Awkward.
Yes, I'm glad you made it home safely.
We got Torsten, Marburger, and also our Universe just before we get started.
What's going on, everybody? Good to see you. Hit the like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Also, if you don't care what we have to say, check out Psycho Slumber. Link is pinned to the top of the chat as well as in the description below. Yeah, you were out and about.
Were you saving the president?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you for your service, Phil.
I was flying the drone.
Yeah,
sorry, I was out.
We should have known why Phil was late. The best answer we've gotten so far has been from Henry Bemis that you were getting your Gambit back tattoo when we should invite on Shelby. I didn't pin the comment, but it was.
I wish.
There it is.
Yeah. Noah says Phil looks weird.
He's been out. He's been busy. So, who's like for a Gambit tattoo? Who would you get? A Jim Lee, Wills? Like, who would you? What would you get?
Probably Lee Weeks Gambit.
Really?
Yeah,
going with Lee Weeks. Huh?
I almost met Lee Weeks.
Or Andy Kubert did a great Gambit.
Kubert did a good Gambit too.
I need to stop sharing people.
No, you almost met Lee Weeks.
I did. I almost met Lee Weeks and David Finch, but they both were gone. So another day. But I did meet Bisley.
Yeah, tell me about that. Bisley actually messaged me the other day.
Oh, he was really cool.
And he said he signed some Lost Pages. But did you get him to sign your book, Angela?
I got him to sign a Wraith of God book.
She doesn't like the Lost Pages, Phil. She's like down with the Lost.
What?
She's like she told me backstage before you got here. She's like Aaron Lepresti is my fave. She said Phil Diaz down with Phil. That's what she said. Yeah.
You got him to sign Wraith of God, but not any Lost Pages books.
To be honest, I had to buy Wraith of God and have him sign it because Aaron Lepresti brought them that morning.
Okay. So, hold on. She didn't buy more Lost Pages books. She bought Wraith of God again.
Unlike Phil, Aaron Lepresti arrived at this con in the morning and had them on the table to sign.
Angela, so what I'm hearing from you is that Aaron Lepresti is better than Phil.
No, what I'm hearing.
That's what you just said.
You know what? I did say that. No, I honestly don't know. I think it arrived at my house when I was gone after I was gone for 2 months, and I thought I put all the books. I took them all out of the boxes that I got, and I put them in my short boxes. I don't know where it is. I'm crying over here.
So you lost his Lost Pages?
Do you remember which cover you got? Did you get the Bisley one or the Dan Dahl one?
I got the Bisley one.
Oh, you did? So you had the opportunity.
I did.
Wow.
So it's something to look forward to for the future con when I run into him again.
Well, Simon sent me a detailed description of what you look like, and he told me to read it on air.
All right, let's hear it.
Hardly looked up at me. Okay, let's go.
He said you were holding a cinnamon roll.
No.
And wearing a Bill Cosby sweater.
Whoa. Now, that could be a very sexual term, though, Phil.
The Bill Cosby sweater?
It's a Cosby sweater. That's when somebody throws up on you and you have intercourse.
Oh, my God.
Okay, it's just
called a Cosby sweater.
Oh, no. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what Angela's into. But...
Yeah.
I don't even think he glanced up one time. I think the only time he actually looked up and talked to anyone, it was Henry Bemis, and it was when he signed his book.
The Beams. Wow. Oh, so Henry Bemis had his Lost Pages book, but
yes,
he didn't have yours.
And he had him sign on the boobs, and it was pretty epic.
Wait, Bisley signed your boobs?
No,
whoa.
Oh
my God. This just
put up for that. I mean, come on.
You know what? For somebody that's going blind, I'd hope your hearing was better.
What?
Yeah, he did.
I'd hope your hearing was better. He signed Go on, Phil. You can talk about
Simon messaged me, and I'll read it right here because he
All right.
messaged me on
There
WhatsApp.
you go.
Let me pull it up right here.
Pull it up.
He goes, let's see, Biz. He says, "Oi, I was at Portland Rose City Con, and I signed a few of your books there." And he gives me a little praise emoji with the two hands.
The two hit like this.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he said, "What? One of the blokes looked like James Earl Jones from Conan the Destroyer." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's Angela with the hair." Just as Citizen Ronan drew it last week.
Yeah, I saw that. I was watching whenever you featured it.
What's his name? Thulsa Doom or whatever.
Thulsa Doom. Yeah.
So that was
nice.
That's what he sent me.
Now that's a very good Bisley. I'm surprised by your imitation. It's like he was right here.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I closed my eyes and I was like, wait, who?
I didn't know. I would have put in the tagline featuring Simon Bisley. I didn't know he was showing up. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Probably his child.
How did you meet the Biz? How did that happen?
Me?
No,
Angela?
Yes, you.
Let's see. Well, I met him years ago at Wizard World Chicago when it was still Wizard World.
Yeah,
it was crazy. That was, I think, the first year that any convention hired the arcade to bring games. We had like our own gaming room, which was insane. So I didn't even know he was going to be there. And then like during a break, I went down to the con floor and saw, his big banner. He had like the heavy metal chick, the Fact 2 babe that Julie Strain used to pose for as his banner. Super cool. And then the next day I just brought all my comics for him to sign. And then years later, Sweens, if you guys remember Sweens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sweens, my boy Sweens. He had the hookup to Simon's art rep because he was thinking about getting a cover from him. So he hooked me up with that. We got the Lost Pages 1 cover. And then the following year it was now Fan Expo. Joe Sontag came out. Eddie Winkler was there. Admiral Wackass, Phoenix Animation. Simon was there, and a bunch of people that had got the Lost Pages 1 brought it to him to sign. And then I went over to his table and got him to sign this big poster. And then we hit it off, and he gave me his number and stuff. And he's like,
where Pauly Shore showed up.
Sorry?
The Pauly Shore when he showed up, and you might have not have seen that.
That was in Indiana.
Oh yeah, Indiana. That's right.
Yeah.
What's the furthest you've gone for a con? Like out of state? Like
yeah.
We're there.
Well, we went to. I mean, I drove to Motor City Comic Con last year to get some original art from Simon, and then another one in Michigan for Steranko. We did this like dinner with Steranko thing, and then probably the farthest was Austin.
Oh wow! Oh, that's
Houston.
right.
Austin, not Tampa. I feel like Tampa would have been further.
Yeah, Tampa, Austin, and Houston are probably the farthest ones.
Okay.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So not really out west, more Midwest.
Yeah, I've never really been out west.
I went out there to see Plague, but that's the first time I've been out there in like 40 years, almost 30 years, because I was at San Diego Comic-Con in '92. No, dude, it was dope. I even like met Jack Kirby. Like he was just talking on the floor with somebody, and I like, "Hey, Jack Kirby." And so I asked him. I wanted him to sign something, but he's like, "I can't. If I sign it, I'm like, oh, okay." But later on, it was like his birthday celebration, and later on, he went to go cut the cake because we were in the room, and like his wife had actually helped him. So what I think it also was that he couldn't really hold anything without shaking. And so he didn't want to sign anything. That's what I kind of think it probably was. So, yeah, that was aside from that, I've only been like Midwest, South, East. I've never that. Then I saw Plague like that out west. It would be nice to go see like Shelby and Ink Spots. It'd be nice to visit them.
I would love that. Next year, I really want to get to like an Arizona con or something and drag Shelby out there.
I want to go to Arizona too.
Yeah,
Arizona Con.
I'd like to do something maybe in like Minnesota to go hang out with Doug Mankey again. I think that'd be dope. But I have been to California once, and it was when NetherRealm Studios and Warner Brothers invited me and some of my coworkers to they did like this Mortal Kombat party when they were premiering, what was it, Mortal Kombat 11. So this was a few years ago, and we flew out to California and they did like this big fancy party, and it was pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah.
Awesome.
No, I what was that? That was the one where you can make your own Combat 11. Like you could create, you can build your own character and make them like the skill sets were like you kind of design your moves, but you can make your. I made Britney Spears. I made Silverhawks.
Wait, what?
Yeah. There was a Mortal Kombat. I think it was 11 where you can make, and I made Britney Spears. So she's like beating the crap out of Sub-Zero and everything.
So no. Then we're not gonna brush over that.
It was just like a schoolgirl outfit with pigtails. So you can name your character, and I named it Britney Spears. So you got Britney.
Got it.
Yeah, it was hilarious. I thought it was funny. Yeah.
That is funny, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, so I thought it was good stuff.
This was actually was sent to me a drawing of what Angela looks like here.
No.
Let me make you big.
No. Please don't.
Here, you'd share my screen there.
Oh, I gotta share your screen. Well, there you go. Everybody feast your eyes. Okay, there you go.
This is great. I love it when this happens. Yeah, I love that.
Angela.
It's just that takes
I like.
over.
Is that a necklace? What do you got on there?
No, that's the Cinnabon Cinnaroll.
cinnamon.
Oh, that's the Cinnabon that she was eating when she was visiting Bisley. You have a very prominent jawline, I must say.
Yeah.
People
What
like
it looks
that.
like.
Yeah. Nice.
Is that Babe of the Week material? Just one
Oh
thing.
Yeah, that's gonna win every week.
Definitely.
Hey, I'm envious. I think hockey's drawn me one time. That's about it. So you got all this fan art. So yeah. So Bisley was like your guy, right? That was like your if you could have worked with anyone to get a cover from, like it was Biz, right? It wasn't like you have anyone else maybe that you would be like, I would love, like everyone knows I love Wayshak, and I know you like Wayshak.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else you'd be like, I'd love to really just either get a cover or even work with? Would you work with Biz? Like, would he be an 8-page story or something?
Yeah, I mean, he's mentioned it to me, like he's wanted to do a story together.
Do it. What's wrong with you?
I know. I mean, dude.
Yeah,
What are you doing? Stop. Just do it.
I'm a busy guy.
No. I don't want to hear it. You can work with Simon Bisley. That's dope. Do it.
I know.
Shut up.
I know. It's he, believe it or not, he's a busy guy. But the first time he called me, he's like, oh, we should do something together. I know he wanted to do his own like creator-owned version of Lobo, like character like that who's super toxically masculine, over the top,
nice.
Ultra violent stuff like that. So he needs to come up with a design for that. But yeah, I mean, I would love to work on something like that with him. Other artists,
other artists.
Steranko would be amazing to
nice.
Have a cover from, or Alex Ross, or
yeah, that would be a tough one. Yeah.
But like that stuff, those guys are awesome. I've worked. I've been buddies with Doug Mankey, and he's done some stuff like that animation for us, and like he did a bookmark. So he's been awesome to me. He's super motivating, and
so
really
when
supportive.
you go to like maybe reach out to people, you just like send them a like DM, email, like or you just don't care. Just like, hey, what's going on? And you want to work together.
Yeah, well, like Steranko, when I emailed him, because Frege actually gave me his emails years ago, and I just hit him up, and then from that, when I actually met him in person, he remembered me from emailing him, which is cool. So now, like every time I see him, we have a really good conversation. But yeah, it's just like being like friendly and stuff.
Yeah.
The thing with like Doug, I met him at C2E2 and showed him. This was back before Lost Pages 1 was out. I was showing him like the Crimstone stuff. It's like, oh, this is really cool. And so then I hit him up on Instagram, and we just started back and forth talking, and we've been chatting ever since.
Now, do you think that probably helps more of a person-to-person interaction while showing your stuff? Be like, hey, man, this is what I do. I'd love if you have time, we could, maybe you do a cover or a sketch. Is that like you feel that's a little?
Yeah, I mean, definitely being personable. I mean, it's all networking, but at the same time, like showing your work off, and maybe asking for advice and stuff like that, because that stuff's so valuable,
right? Well, I always think
the professional eye look over your stuff,
and that's see my whole thing is they're always getting asked things. They just kind of don't ask because I'm sure like these people get bombarded all the time. Like, hey, would you draw my character? I'd love a trading card or something like that. So I'm just like, I'm not gonna ask. But if you don't ask, what's the worst that can happen? You get a no. But
exactly,
you can also
and
get a yes.
That's what I learned from Billy Tucci years ago, and he's like, yeah, like the worst they could say is no, and then if they say no, then it's like, all right, cool, man.
Yeah,
there's no problem.
Well, like Ink and I, we did ask Wayshak, and he's like, he's like, I'm here, dude. It's like, I'm sorry, I just can't do it. He's like, but I wish you guys the best. Really very nice, and we communicated off and on, just social media stuff. But it's not like he's, and apparently he knows Frog G, which is kind of cool. But yeah, so if you don't ask, you'll never get an answer. So we do have a variant cover artist for Frog G2, who Ink and I are both fans of. People know who he is. We're not going to announce it yet. At least I'm not, because I haven't asked Ink if we can. But everybody knows him. We love his style. So I think people will be excited. I'm roboting.
I feel like you're both roboting, or maybe I'm just roboting.
No, you're fine. We're very unprofessional here, Phil. This isn't the hard line.
I was going to say, actually, Phil, you look a little blurry, but other than that, you're not roboting. So it's either one of us are roboting.
It's just my camera. I'm going to fix that right now.
Oh, you look gorgeous, sir. Everybody,
you look like a
hard line. Go follow Zaid
can...
Comics. Link is in the description below. They do the hard line. They have plenty of other things. Fun channel. One of my favorites. Go check out.
Thanks, brother.
Every now and then you'll see Shelby too.
Yeah.
So was Magic Cop was your first book though, like your first crowdfunder though, right?
Yes, Magic Cop, which I'm working on. I'm working on number 3 right now, so I'm really excited about that. Plotting it all out, and then we're going to take a good while to get a bunch of pages done before we do anything with this. But yeah, super fun stuff. Oh, it's funny, we just put this book up on Global Comics digitally, just testing that out. We put the Lost Pages 1 up there, and then this one, and it was up for a day, and people were commenting, being like, we need more of this, which is mind-blowing to me. So cool. They're like, where's number 2? So
what's that? What's that global? What is that?
Global Comics. I'll show you. It's pretty awesome. It's a huge digital platform. Anyone could put their comics up there, and it's kind of like almost like Netflix for comics. So here, you share my screen.
Yeah. There we go.
This is Global Comics. They have a ton of indie stuff, but also some corporate comics. You see Dark Horse just put a bunch of Hellboy up here.
Oh, nice.
Jimbo. And so basically the way it works is you can come here. If you don't have an account, you could read like a handful of pages of each book for free.
That's cool.
And then once you sign up, you pay like a monthly subscription. Then you get, I believe, almost everything for free. Some things are behind a paywall. If you're a creator, you get to select what is or what isn't. But you can go here and you can search Zaid Comics. And then you can go to our creator page, and we have Magic Cop 1 and the Lost Pages 1. 500 views already for the Lost Pages.
Nice.
And then Magic Cop just has under 300. And then the cool thing too is it links. If you have a crowdfunder open, you could link it to your crowdfunder. So you could see here Zaid Comics is raising $3,000 for Lost Pages on Indiegogo, and this will take you right to Psycho Slumber. So it's just another way to kind of get out there and find a new audience.
So tell me again the website. So maybe
Global
we can chat.
Global Comics with an X. So comics is COMIX.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Like Global Frequency, but Global Comics.
Right. And then say you want to check out Lost Pages 1. It has this really cool reader feature where you could read it page by page, or you could go panel by panel. So check this out.
I was going to ask, now can you zoom just like panel by panel? Like, can you zoom in on each one? I mean, you don't run the website. I'm just curious.
Yeah, you can. It's really mobile friendly too. You can either get it on the app or it's in browser on your mobile device. So you could actually pinch to zoom on these as well. So like this, you could pinch in and zoom.
Oh, that's dope. So are you behind a paywall, or is yours just a free upload?
So it is after a certain amount of pages. So I think the first chapter here, the silhouette story.
Yeah, I love the silhouette.
Is free on here. But then once you get to the wild card story, then you have to be part of the membership deal. And
okay, then you can read it. So if you're part of a membership on the website, do you get a kickback at all, or?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay.
So the more people that read this, the more money we get. So the more people that read it that are part of the site, we get.
So it's a pretty dope way then. If you missed out on Lost Pages 1 or Magic Cop, that's a pretty dope way. Go there, you can, and then not only that, you can then start reading other books and check out other things. So that's pretty cool. Another way
they have so much stuff too. Like they have the new Daniel Warren Johnson's Transformers that you can read here. Invincible, nice. Kick-Ass, like big name stuff. The Boys, Witchblade, Godslap. This one I just backed this actually on Kickstarter. This book I didn't even know it was on here. It's called Badoom.
Badoom. I like the name.
Pretty cool stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty dope. Now, when you look, I know you like me, you like very, different things, you like different styles and stuff like that. But do you tend to gravitate more towards like a professional, polished look, or do you like that gritty indie vibe, whether it be color or black and white?
Yeah, my taste is pretty eclectic in that sense because, I mean, I love like my super clean superhero stuff like Jason Fabok would do on like Justice League, and that stuff is like top tier superhero storytelling. Jeff Johns, Fabok on that stuff. But at the same time, I love stuff like The Crow, which is arguably like outlaw comics, really gritty, very, very indie. And then from that to like the old school Swamp Thing that Stephen Bissett was doing, which was very like experimental paneling and story layouts and storytelling that way with Alan Moore. So I mean, as long as I can connect with the character and they're kicking ass some way, in a badass way that I'm digging. The most important thing for me is that meshing between the story and art.
Yeah. And everyone knows my taste anyway. I don't need to mention them. So whenever you are writing, then you tend to gear, because like Psycho Slumber is very different from Magic Cop, which is different from Lost Page. Like whenever you're doing it, do you dictate like panel layout to the artist, or do you like kind of like this is panel, but if you want to do panel breaks and do this here, like you let them have free reign? How do you go about that?
Yeah, most of my scripting is pretty full script with like panel styles that I'm envisioning in my head. Now, artists will deviate from that all the time, and that's awesome. Like I want them to go above, and beyond and put their vision in there as well, because it's a collaborative process. But I'll definitely, like if there's a flashback sequence, I'll try to gear the panel layouts in my script to really convey that we're not in the present timeline. A lot of the times, like in the Lost Pages 3, I did some flashback sequences that were 9-panel grids, just to convey that this is something different than the present timeline. Or like even the intro to the Crimstone story is a grid. So it's like montage of flashing moments, sometimes flashback, and getting you into the story.
Right.
So this was laid out in the script for the artist.
Right. I mean, you probably have a good, cause you've been doing this for a couple days. You probably have a good relationship with your artists that you pick, and like a good balance with how you work. Because you work with plenty of different creators and different artists, so I'm sure you try to find people that fit that niche that you can bounce off of that are a little more flexible.
Yeah, it's different with every artist, and working with someone for the first time, there's kind of like a learning period where like we're learning how we best work together. you know some artists need more direction in what they're putting down on the page. Some people just are looking at it as a job, and they're like, tell me what to do, I'm going to do that. And other artists want to get more creative with it and put more of their own signature on each page, and that's totally cool. It's just taking that time to learn how we work together.
Now, I don't want you to name drop anyone, Shelby Robertson, but has there been anyone that's been very difficult for you to work with, Shelby Robertson?
Yeah.
You don't have to name anybody, but is there ever been where you just butted heads? You're like, I can't work with this guy ever again.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, there was this time where I hired an artist to do a back cover for me, right?
Mhm.
And then I got another amazing artist to read the book and then put a quote, of what they thought on the back cover. And this artist is all mad about how he says I covered up the art with this quote, and I don't think I did at all.
Let me
I
see.
think this quote here is not covering any of this image.
You know,
You
that
know,
quote should have covered up the entire image.
do you think I should have put it here?
Yeah. I think you should be right there, right up there. You should just take the image off. To tell you the truth,
Yeah,
it ruins the book. In all reality, like
I like it. You could get it on a shirt now.
it's all right. I mean, if you like that kind of good artwork. No, but has there really ever been anybody like you just probably can't work with again?
Yeah,
Has everybody been pretty cool?
yeah. There's been some artists who are like very not malleable in like changing things. It's like, oh, I'm already in the process of inking this, so I can't change this, even though the art is digital, So I've run into stuff like that. So,
Yeah, I mean, it is a dance, and the thing is, like we're creatives, so we have egos. We all have big egos. Like we just do.
For sure.
Like I know what I'm doing. This is mine. Like this is my artwork. You're like, well, that's my story. Like so, we all have that inflated like idea. Like we're the best at what we do, and what we do is nice. So it I just think it comes with the territory. We want to do what we want to express ourselves, but especially if you're working kind of have to bend. You have to flex, and you have to be like, okay, this is your thing. I'm gonna do what you want, even if it's not what I would want to do at all. Like you kind of that's what happens when you're work for hire. So, like Ink and I, we work very well together, but we don't dictate what each other's doing. We just say do what you want, And I think when it's a collaboration in that regard, where like you and Brandon, you both own Magic Cop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right.
And you guys trust each other enough, and you're like, well, I did like what you did, but what if you tried this? Oh, okay, I'll try. Like you have to be more flexible in a way, but you can kind of trust each other. Once you start having a foothold or a stronghold in something, the project's gonna fall apart. You're gonna butt heads, and there's gonna it's just gonna create a bad product in the end. I think it just makes a better product if everybody tries to let go of ego. It's not
For
hard.
sure.
It's not easy to do.
Yeah, but I mean, you're gonna still run into some people that are kind of difficult. That are like, for example, I had an artist who was like not really. It was obvious that he wasn't paying attention to continuity from page to page that he already drew. Where like someone might have gloves on one page, and then it's the same scene, and then on the next page he just forgot to draw the gloves, and then he seemed very dismissive of any edits, so we had to get another artist to just go and assist and then draw those gloves back in. So it's like, you know,
I mean, I will
pulling teeth with some people.
slight devil's advocate. I have forgotten. One thing I forget to draw on Frog a lot are his knee pads. I just forget, and Ink will just be like, "Dude, you forgot his knee." I'm like, I'm sorry, dude, and he'll toss them in there. But if he asked me to draw him in, I would white out the page, you know, the little, and I would draw him in. It's not insanely complicated. Even with gloves, like you could draw in gloves over top of the hand if you finagle it right. It's not too hard. Like I said, especially. It's your book. Like if I were to be like, Phil, I want you to write a story for Absolute. I think it would be dope. I'll draw it. And if you were to throw out something like, he doesn't talk like that, man. You gotta cut. You know what you do, and you would listen. You'd be like, okay, well, I believe in you. You would probably edit it. I wouldn't want somebody to just be like, well, I already wrote it. I was like, well, that's not the guy. Changing the product. What, Angela?
Oh no, just everyone's in there's just a lot of discussion. I don't know about a sumo cover, and I don't know what's going on about that. I don't know if there's some lore I'm missing.
See, this is why Hockey and I ignore the chat on Wednesdays, because nobody knows what they're saying over there. They don't know what they're talking about. Phil, do you know anything about a sumo cover? What's going on?
Sumo curry.
Yeah, Sumo. He'll eventually get a cover, I think.
Sumo does artwork.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was his art.
On the back.
That was his artwork on the back of that.
5 minutes ago. Awesome.
Sumo, you do a really good.
Nice.
You do a good ape of Shelby doing an ape of Simon Bisley.
Oh yeah. Mickey.
Yeah.
Sizzle and Sumo. It says there.
I just got an artist for a cover only. The thing he asked is the contract was no Doug Mankey quotes on the book.
I'd say don't sign the contract, Edwin.
And then Henry Bemis is asking that he might get a Louis tattoo. Can you get him a photo, Phil?
Yeah, definitely.
A Louis tattoo?
Louis pictures, speaking of lore, Louis has some lore on the Friday.
You mean
show.
Louis C.K.? I like that guy. He's a great comedian.
Is a guy in Phil's hometown that is very, very lovable.
Louis C.K.
Without sounding weird.
Yeah.
Who's one of your favorite comedians, Phil?
Norm Macdonald.
Yes.
That is correct.
Good answer.
Yep,
Good answer. Norm Macdonald was GOAT.
I watched the first thing that came up. There's this person. She's actually from my state. Her name, it's called Not Norm. She posts all these clips of Norm Macdonald. And she did on 9/11. She did his 9/11 jokes. And I'm just like,
Yeah, it's so good. Those are the
anyway.
best.
Norm was fantastic. See, comedy is. Hey, what's up, Bancroft? I love comedy. Comedy movies are my favorite. Everybody seen my artwork would probably guess, horror genre, which I love. Aliens. Did you see the new Alien, Phil? Did you see it? Romulus?
No.
Do you like Aliens at all?
Nah, not really. Predators are cooler.
Okay.
I think I would just
I'll give you that. I love the Predator. He's fantastic.
My alien horror from a child. So.
Yeah, tell us about your horror alien story, Angela.
Just my cousin would show me stuff and scared the crap out of me, and she made me go to the Aliens movie when I was like 9 years old.
Oh, that was not scary.
Anyway, I don't remember. It was a long time ago, and scared the crap out of me. So
that was not scary. The first one's a lot scarier.
It was.
Predator?
So I'm going into the second one, thinking all the stuff from the first one's going to happen again, and I would say the first one was as in regards to the buildup of horror and whatnot, way much. I think it was well.
Yeah. It's like Jaws in space. Predator's dope because it's like an action flick, then it turns into a horror movie. Really great twist in the genre of film. So I love the Predator. He's fantastic. And Wayshak did a couple Predator covers too, which are really dope. I have the variants for those. They're really cool.
Yeah, Wayshak is cool. I met him this year.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. Luke got to talk with him. I think he showed him one stormy night. I think I'm not sure, but nice. He got to, and Feline even got a quick commission on the back of a backing board. Awesome. Sent it to me, so I'm gonna I'm gonna pay her back. Thank you, Feline. I appreciate you. So they got to meet. I have yet to meet him because with not being able to drive, I don't want to ask mother to drive 10 hours and spend double the money on hotel fees or whatever, like admission just to meet a person.
No, you should you should just did what I did and crashed at Von Coleman's room.
I don't think he'd want my mother there.
He doesn't care.
I don't think he'd want mother visiting.
This kid Von Coleman, he sleeps with his legs up, like bent, like his knees are bent.
No, that's good for blood flow. That's actually good for you better sleep.
Flat. His feet are flat on the bed, and his knees.
Oh, so he slipped. Okay, that's not good. If you sleep with your legs slightly elevated, it is a little better for you. I hear. That's
not like that. Here, let me see.
If he's like a stand. What are you doing?
Yeah, I was gonna show you how
Show
he
me.
sleep.
Show me. All right, let's see this. We get a sneak peek at Phil's sleeping. All right, this is making everybody nauseous. Way to go! All right.
Ooh, where's the puppy? Oh my gosh! What's going on?
Who sleeps like that?
He sleeps like, and
What
probably his arms are like this too.
So he's like a vampire.
Right.
Oh my
Weirdest
God.
thing I've ever seen.
Mm.
I don't know if I want to stay at his place now.
Yeah,
That's
it was
weird.
creepy.
That's
I mean,
creepy.
at least he wasn't hanging from the ceiling upside down, hanging. That might have been a little bit more creepy, so it could have been worse.
Well, the thing is, if I bring mother, I have to set her up in the rocking chair, put the wig on. It's just, it's a whole thing. So,
I get that.
So that's why it's a little tedious. But I'll meet Wayshak one of these days. I've heard him on plenty of interviews and stuff. He seems like a really cool dude.
He's he reminded me of Shelby, and I was like,
he does.
Meet Shelby.
Wow.
He does, dude. I would love to see Shelby make it happen. A stream with you and Wayshak. That would be dope. I would love to see that. The conversations that would be had.
Carrie Hen, I believe.
Yeah,
that.
well, because Wayshak was on with Finch, and that they nerded out the entire time.
That was cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. I missed that.
I'm sure Finch still has it on his channel. You should go check it out. Wayshak did one of his weird pieces. What's up, Snark? And Finch did a dope Wolverine. So yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a great stream. Like I said, I'm sure it's still on his channel. But what is that? Can't post? Why can't I post anything?
Gosh.
Comments to some destinations? You could suck it. So no, yeah, that would be cool. I'm glad you got to meet him because I know you're a fan. So
Yeah, he's cool.
Wait, what con was that at that you met him? Sorry,
I met him at C2E2, and then my buddy Matt Fowler was there as well. And it turns out they were childhood best friends.
Yep.
Whoops.
Yeah, Fowler told me about that.
Blew my mind, and it blew both of their minds as well. So, and I gave him a copy of the Lost Pages and stuff. It was really dope. He's like, dude, why isn't this at Image? Like, you should try to get this published at Image.
Ink and I have been talking. We said it live plenty of times. We would like to get Frog to Dark Horse. Probably, we think Dark Horse would be a good.
Yeah,
fit.
Dark Horse is looking sweet right now.
Yeah, it is, and I think Frog is a good the style of it and everything. I think it's a good fit for Dark Horse. So,
yeah, dude, I love how the colors came out on that, man.
Oh,
That's
dude,
dope.
He's a monster. Yeah, Ink Spots is a.
It made this whole new style with you guys collabing on that. It's really cool.
Oh, dude, I'm so glad he started coloring my stuff because he colors it how I would want it colored. So without me even saying it, it's a great team, and you know what else is a great thing.
In the dead of night, on the outskirts of Chicago, the line between reality and imagination blurs. And in the moment before you doze off, Simon wakes up to play. He'll seep into your sleep and turn your wildest dreams into your final nightmare. From the worlds of the Kill Journal and the Lost Pages, comes this year's most horrifying comic crossover, Psycho Slumber. When the undead is in your head, it will take more than heroes to put it back to rest. You'll need survivors. In Simon's world, the rules are his own, and the only way out is to play his game. This winter, Simon says, "You're next."
Very nice. That dope trailer there. You got Dillard doing the voiceover.
Who is the dusky voice troubadour doing the narration? I like that word.
You already know, Henry.
Dillard.
You already
I
know.
know, but
So, how did this happen? How did you and Adam do this?
How did we hook up?
How did you guys do the hookup?
Well, I'm pretty sure it was 2 years ago. He called me up while I was like loading games into a truck to go to C2E2. And he's like, "Oh man, I want to bring back the Kill Journal." You know, he was doing his like little side story with Finch. He did that Finch dossier with the crazy foil cover.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted to do a crossover between the Lost Pages and the Kill Journal. And you know, I had not too long before that written that Graveyard Shift story that got some awesome reviews on that. So that was kind of like my first time dipping into like monsters and almost horror action stuff. So he really dug that. He was enjoying the Lost Pages and wanted to put the two together. And it kind of was like perfect timing because we were in the process of working on the Lost Pages 3, which I already knew was going to delve into Crimstone, Jazz, and Crim. And then I'm like, you know, why don't we put them in this crossover as well? So more people are going to know about their backstory, and hopefully will want to see another story with them in it. So this is what we got. It's Jazz and Crim. You know, they're established superheroes in the Lost Pages at this time, and they run into this crazy world of slashers that is the Kill Journal. And they are going to have to team up with some of the survivors from that story, Marty and Finch, and put their differences aside to take out this new undead killer who is hunting people in their sleep.
Well, I mean, you've written monsters. Crim is a monster type character,
Sure.
So you know you're not totally unfamiliar with monsters. But no, that's really cool. Adam's dope, dude. I love his stuff. Great guy. So it's really cool. I would like to have him on at some point. I know he's a busy man as well. You know, we'll get him on eventually. But yeah, I got the Kill Journals and I got the Lost Pages and stuff like that. So I backed this just recently because I was waiting for some finances to finance.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. So
You're
much.
welcome, brother. And I love your guys' stuff. That's the other thing. I like to back also not only dope things, but things that I know I'm gonna get. You know what I mean? Like you fulfill on time and a high quality product. And late books do happen. We've all discussed it, and you know, life happens. But you know, you guys are pretty. You know, you're reliable, and reliability is good in this scene. Oh yeah, no, thank you. So, who did you get to illustrate and color and do everything on this project?
Yeah, so we got a pretty awesome team. So the line art is by Juan Gideon, who's done a bunch of work on. He did some Venom comics when Donny Cates was writing it. He did some fill-in issues on that, which were pretty badass. I had him. He was actually at Heroes Con. I had him sign a few of my Venom issues. And the biggest thing he probably did, he did over at DC, the Jurassic League. It was like the Dinosaur Justice League book that I think is being turned into an animation, I think, soon. So that's awesome. And Adam met him at, I think, San Diego Comic-Con a couple of years ago. Always wanted to work with him. And his Venom stuff, I'm like, oh, this would be perfect for Krim because he's got the big body, body type that Venom has. And so yeah, he drew the hell out of this. And Eugene Bativu is back on colors for us. He's done a bunch of colors for the Lost Pages. He did all the stuff on Magic Cop. Who else had him? Hero, Muttman's book. He did those colors. Did a lot of colors for Edwin as well on some of his pinups and covers. So he's awesome. Love working with him. You know, he's our boy. So he's really killing it on the colors here because a lot of the mood in this story, you get gore in here, but you get a lot of mood from colors. It takes place at nighttime during a lot of the story and then in the dream world. So as you can see here, like that red overtone, signifying we're in a nightmare.
What is she wearing on her eyes? That when I look at that, I think she in a tanning bed or something, or
no, that's like she wears that when that's her like identity hider. That's what she wears. Oh. They're like sunglasses, or like big over the top goggles.
Second book, I don't remember that.
Yeah, she always if you make me big, you'll see her.
I did read the first and second one.
Yep, she has them.
You actually have those books, Angela? I thought you didn't back it because you didn't like Phil.
I actually left those where I was before because reasons.
Anyway,
are you like someone that rides the rails, Angela? You're like a vagabond that goes like on train cars, and then sometimes
I don't know. Are you gonna put me in a book?
She got like a hoop sack, a little hoop sack thingy on her shoulder.
Here, this is her.
Oh, hold on. Let me make you embiggened. Hold on.
I don't know what that means.
There we go.
This is her in book 2. She's got them.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I do remember that.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. No, the artwork's fantastic in this. You always get top tier talent on your campaigns, which is always really cool. So whenever you're back,
we try.
When you back a Zaid Comics publication, you're going to get quality, and like I said, quality and reliability. Those are highly sought after things. So you can back it. Link is pinned at the top of the chat and in the description below. So this was initially like Adam hitting you up, did you kind of maybe like did you guys work things out, or did he kind of have an idea already in his mind?
No, that first call was just like, hey, I think we should do a crossover. And then from there, it was like, which of the characters from the Lost Pages should we use? Krim would be really cool if we had a slasher that could kind of interact with him in the imaginary world. And that's where, we came up with Simon and his backstory, the concrete saw that he uses and he terrorizes you in your sleep, and the connection to what is holding him on the earthly plane, and how he can't cross over. All that kind of fell into place. We came up with a plot. I wrote a script, and then, like you were talking about earlier, where of course he's going to know how his characters talk and think more than I would. So we would bounce back and forth with dialogue tweaks,
nice.
For his characters and so on and so forth, until we had something solid that we could pass on to Juan.
Yeah, so it's like a writer's jam comic. There's artist jams, like Image did it with theirs. Where they didn't finish it ever, I don't think, but where like each creator drew their own thing, and so this is like a writer's jam then, where you guys are writing your own characters and developing the story. Really cool. I like that kind of stuff, and I would like to see more of it in the indie scene, where creators like do their thing and put them in a little story, like a crossover event. Because that's the only way to really go about it. Obviously contracts and stuff like that. The legalities behind it are totally different, but it would be nice to see. I think you could do it more if you're friends with the person, and especially if the IPs fit. Like, I even talked to Plagal, and I was like, Goblin Girl wouldn't fit with Absolute. It just wouldn't fit, like, at all. Right. Like, it just doesn't go together. Now, Frog, he could dimensionally travel, maybe. Who knows? But so the IPs kind of really does mesh well with Krim and the Dreamscape. So that's cool. I like that. You can do the story. So we're gonna do
Plago's here
everything. But
today.
hello, friend.
What's up, Plagle?
Dan Plagle. Everybody, go follow him on Twitter. One of the greatest underrated artists in indie comics.
Sure.
So we're gonna do everybody's favorite thing and talk about the tiers. Or the
Tears.
people. I think people get bored when you start talking about tiers. They're like,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
can
care.
see
They
that.
tend to dip out. But there's plenty of people who watch who kind of like to know the rundown. So you got your featured tier here. Tell us about it, Phil Diaz.
Yes. We got the book, which is 60 pages. It's probably going to be
wow.
more, but 60 pages of story in here. Full story. You're going to get a beginning, middle, and end. If you guys haven't read the Lost Pages, you could read this on its own. But we also have those previous books to catch up on there for those who haven't. But this comes with the book, fully colored, the Rob Willis cover, which we are eventually we'll have a variant cover for this that's being worked on right now. But this was the Rob Willis cover, and then the amazing Psycho Slumber shirt with art by the Howl Comics, my boy Alan,
Nice.
which is freaking badass. You can get that as an add-on or in this featured tier as well.
Variant cover artist is
Rob Willis, right? Oh, the variant cover artist?
Yeah. You said you're working. There's a variant cover.
Oh, right. No, I have not said yet.
Okay, who was it again?
It's a top secret.
Ha ha. Ha ha ha.
One of these days we'll get an exclusive, Angela. So the next,
I appreciate
you got,
your
yeah, we
attempt.
try.
Mm.
So the next campaign, you have just the book, right?
Yes, yeah.
The next tier, I should say, just the
basic
book.
book.
Please don't make me back twice, Phil. You're gonna get a variant cover artist that I'm gonna love, and I'm like, I'm a hoarder. I'm a hoarder.
But
Is it D, Phil?
is it Bisley?
Yeah.
I
I didn't even say that. I just
say.
said D, and that could have just you did that.
I don't want to break NDA. I don't want to get NDA'd up in here.
I think Dan
Looking
just gave
forward-
away.
I'm
So-
looking forward to the Simon Bisley variant cover. I will back it.
So-
Nice. Thank you. Exclusive, everybody. Phil didn't say it, but we're saying it.
Got it.
But if you have already backed and it turns out you want to grab the other cover, we'll have a secret tier on there with no extra shipping. So
nice.
Throw it in one pack for you.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. So then you got the digital book. Pretty.
Yes, yeah, we're doing digitals on here. You get to grab it digitally, and then the next one is all of our Lost Pages content digitally. It's the first time we're doing this, so you grab that as well.
How much is the shipping on that?
0. There's
What?
0 shipping.
Get
for
out of here.
digital
How do you
tiers.
afford that, dude? I don't know how you're gonna.
We're cutting. We're basically
Yeah.
giving away content here. You know what I'm saying?
It's ludicrous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's a steal, everybody. You'll find that Phil is kind.
Oh.
And then we have, what is this one? The Killer Catch-Up.
Damn it, Flagel. I do
Well,
some
you
sketch
spelled your
cards for me,
name wrong.
Dan.
Could be another Phil because it's only with one L. But you'll
That's
let that
true.
Wait, is Plagle the variant cover artist?
I
Is it
can't
Dan
say.
Plagle?
I cannot. say.
Everybody, we got a variant cover by Dan Plagle and Simon Bisley coming on this campaign. So you're going to want to back it now to get
Yeah, I did
that
back it
secret
now.
perk link. Back that secret perk link to get both those covers that you get
Mhm.
back. Wow. You're a kind man, Phil.
Wow, this is
I
just
try.
But all the reveals this time.
So you got the Killer Catch-Up. What's the Killer Catch-Up?
Yeah, so this is everything you need. If you guys haven't read the Kill Journal, if you haven't read the Lost Pages, it comes with the tome, the Lost Pages tome, which is the first books of the Lost Pages. I should have one around here. Here we go. The tome. It's black and white. It is Manger sized, as they say. So
Oh, yeah,
here's
yeah.
the compared to the Lost Pages 3.
There you go.
212 pages of story in here. Friggin' awesome. And then it also comes with the Lost Pages 3 Dan Dahl cover, and as well as the Kill Journal Volume 1. And then if you guys didn't get the Finch dossier, that's an add-on as well. If you have any of these, you could add, mix and match those books to any other perk.
Nice. And then you have original art from the Lost Pages.
Yeah, so this is this book is drawn digitally, and I think Rob Willis already sold the cover.
Yeah.
So we wanted to give you guys out there that are art collectors some awesome juicy pieces of art. So we do have Joe Ball's pages from the Lost Pages 1, the wild card story. We got 7 of those. So if any collectors are out there, you get some insane line work with these pages. They're full 11 by 17. Some awesome shots. The cover is in there as well. And then whoever grabs this, they'll be able to choose from that whole lot of JB art. So
even the cover?
Yeah, it's like the interior cover. I'll show you.
Right. Oh, yeah, it's an interior cover shot, but still cover.
Yes. Let me see here.
You're a big guy. Big.
Me?
Hurry up. There you are. Ooh, look at that.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
That's some
Pretty
detail, sir.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, and we have the rest of those pages too.
Make it
So
bigger.
yeah,
Make it
the
bigger.
big boat. This is one of my favorite shots with that ship.
Ah, look at the boat.
Mhm.
Crazy.
Nice.
Super cool. So yeah, these are
Nice.
available on the campaign, as well as we're gonna do more sketch cards. So
Yeah, because you guys sold out of all of the sketch cards and everything like that.
Yeah.
So,
Can I show off some the ones?
no,
we might
that's
be
not
putting
what
out
we do
tomorrow?
here. That's not what we do here. We don't
It
show
might be
anything.
an exclusive though.
All right, let's see. If you insist.
Oh, we've already done 2 exclusives. What are you talking about?
That's right. Here
My
we go.
computer, if I don't freeze up. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna make you big.
So these are by Alan Alonso, the Howl Comics.
Ooh,
So he's colored his, so
I see that.
super cool. We got Krim on one side and Simon on the other side.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Oh,
Turn this light on for you
that's
here.
cool.
Yeah, super cool. Whoa, is that better? And then if you like this one, I know we got a lot of Shelby Robertson fans in the chat, and I asked for a Krim bean, and he gave me a Shelby Krim bean.
Oh, nice.
Crimbly, they're calling him.
Crimbly.
He's got his sack
Oh,
hat.
no. Oh my gosh. It's like he got bit by Krim or something and got all like, you know. You need to go to the doctor for that.
Yeah. And then to top that, we have this Simon one, but
What?
the blade actually spins.
Woo!
I don't know how the hell he did this, but it's freaking awesome.
Oh.
So these will be up sometime.
Well,
Well,
Krim-
probably tomorrow.
Kimberston.
There you go.
Nice.
Nice. So you can back now, and then when those go up, back again, and get double the pleasure, double the fun, and then you'll get a secret perk, and then you can get the Dan Plagle and Simon Bisley combo covers
It's a
that are
jam.
coming
It's a
at you.
jam piece. It's a
Jam pieces, 2 variant covers of Simon Bisley and Dan Plagle jamming together. It's fantastic. So you're gonna want to back at least 3 or 4 times.
That's madness. I love it.
Yeah. Have you been on with K-pop? I see she's in the chat.
No,
I've
I'd love
been
to go on K-pop show.
Yeah, she's booked up pretty good, but hit her up, K-pop, talk to Phil. You guys would have fun chatting.
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
definitely would. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
We were at the same convention together and may have even met each other last year before we knew who either of us were.
Ooh,
Ooh.
there you go.
It was at Motor City Comic Con, and I was picking up this piece of art from Simon, and K-pop was there, like hanging around
I
Simon's
made you
table.
big. Come on.
Yeah, make it bigger.
I'm trying to make him bigger. I think I'm freezing up. There we go.
Yay! Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, I gotta frame this and put it up.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, everyone, link is pinned to the top of the chat in the description below. I don't know where it is on Facebook because I don't really know how that works, but we're streaming to Facebook. What?
The nods have been dropping it as well. So
Oh, thank you to the mods. Appreciate that.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. Please back it, everybody. It's a high quality stuff. You're not going to want to miss it. We try to showcase quality things. Some are good, some aren't. This one's good. So you're going to want to pick it up. It's dope. I backed it. and I'm probably going to end up backing it again, depending on the next variant cover art.
Thank you. I hope Angela reads my books eventually.
Well, she has to actually back it first. She did promise. Who was it you promised to back that you never did? Oh, the Embrace 2, which the Embrace, and so you didn't.
Right,
you know,
I backed
Yeah.
Embrace
Right.
too.
I backed the Embrace 2 as well. So Angela.
I'm gonna back this one when I find my Lost Pages 3.
Yeah, read
I love
that. Read it.
My Lost
Let me know what you
Pages will not,
think.
until I find them, I will back that book. I do have the one that the one you did prior to the launch of this campaign. I do have that one. So
Yeah, find it.
Find
am.
it, Angel.
Then read
Find it. Get it signed by
Oh.
Biz. Get the
Rub
business.
it in. Rub
Get
it
the
in.
business.
Bancroft does read my books. I appreciate that.
Yes.
That's because Bancroft is a true fan.
Oof.
Yeah.
And he's not blind. So, you know. That was thank you for arriving safely to your home to do the stream. Appreciate that,
for having me,
Phil.
man.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. Angela, are there any last questions in the chat, or do you have any last questions for Phil Diaz?
There is a question from Snarkticon. He wanted to know, Phil, did Vaughn ever challenge you to a drawing contest? He said he wanted to battle you on the Dark Gift.
Oh, Phil would win.
He also said he'd wipe the floor with you.
No, I've seen Phil draw. Phil's very. Don't underestimate the man.
I'm okay.
You're not
I
bad.
can be better.
You're not bad though.
I'd do that. I think that could be fun.
I think you would crush Vaughn. I really do. I think you would annihilate him. You have more draw time under your belt. So, yeah, very skilled man. Angela, do you have any last questions?
I got none. I'm looking forward to backing this book. I'm excited. I don't like a lot of horror movies, but I do like horror comics. I don't know, for some reason I like the suspense and it's not as like
it looks like
Yeah,
American Discord is going live.
I'm
just kidding. I don't know what it is.
Who's the Mint Shop guy? Who are you?
Hi, Comic Journey.
Yo, CJ, what's going on, man? CJ's dope, man. Everyone go follow Comics Journey on YouTube. Best hands in YouTube. That's
He's got nice hands.
He's got nice hands, dude.
Well, he should
Very
check out
lovely
my
hands.
channel, Zade Comics, and check out my books too.
Yeah. No, CJ's a cool guy. Phil, I have one. What's that? CJ have a question?
No, he says Wolverine Jr. I actually think he would prefer Gambit.
I
Do your Gambit impression, please.
He's got the mutton chops, but
my impression?
Yeah, do your Gambit impression before we go.
Ooh, I'm making a name for myself here. There you go.
There you go.
You need to practice that a little bit more.
I'll practice.
So I have a last question for you, unless CJ interrupts me and has like 18 of them. But if you had any superpower, what would it be? And don't say Dr. Manhattan. That's just cheating.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't say Dr. Manhattan. I don't know. I like Nightcrawler's powers.
Teleportation.
Yeah.
Amphibian.
Line of sight teleportation.
Neat.
That's pretty cool. It is a good one. I love Nightcrawler. He's cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nice answer. We've had a couple, I think, but we haven't had line of sight, but we've had other teleportation.
Well, and he's like kind of like a furry, you know?
I don't know, but he's not furry. He's just blue.
Really?
He's just a blue demon. Nah, he's not furry. He's just a blue demon.
Screw that then. I don't want to be him.
Furry.
If he's not
Wait, you want to be a furry?
What is happening?
Phil confirmed. Phil wants to be a furry. I mean,
so many things have been coming out during the stream.
Well, maybe like Mystique's powers, right?
Okay.
Shape-shifting. Okay.
Because I could be a furry at any time
Cool.
if I wanted to.
Right on.
What? Wait. Why not just be a furry? You don't need a superpower for that.
Mm.
Well, I guess I could be one now.
Yeah. You're already kind of furry. You got the mutton chops.
No, I take it back.
All right.
Minecraft say.
We'll stick
I
with
was
the,
sitting in just amazement with your comment, and I've been ignoring the chat because I've been like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
he's a furry.
Yep. Furry
He's
confirmed.
on furries. Comic Journey.
City boy.
I'd have Dean Inspector's powers. Oh, he said, well, we didn't ask you.
Well, Bancroft, whenever you're on, we'll ask you.
Yeah.
We didn't ask you right now. Yeah.
The new one.
When you have the Lucent 3 out in 4 years, you can come on.
That's true.
Oh,
What?
somebody wanted Louis to draw a variant cover. I saw that one also earlier.
No. We already have
Louis
a
is,
variant cover artist. We already have our
he's-
variant cover artist. No. Louis
He's
C.K.
signing.
He's
We're getting him to sign a
he's
book.
a celebrity on the Friday show.
Hmm.
Very
Thanks for coming out, Phil.
no.
Everybody go back, Psycho Slumber, please. It's a dope book, and we need
Mhm.
more eyes on these things. Like and subscribe, everybody. Check out Sign Up for RG. Angela, thank you for co-hosting. Hail to the
Well,
mods.
thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
Co-host.
Yeah, thanks.
See,
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah.
This is great.
See y'all later.
Love